Welcome, it's your boy KTG here. Welcome back to greatness. Welcome to the Iron Saga. Can't believe it, it's already day 35. I know, right? 35 days already have passed. This is my first video that I documented. And I just want to give you guys a quick synopsis of what's going on, certain changes that I made to my plan, and also some of the guys that inspired me to keep moving forward. You know, the guys that kind of helped me with my whole plan, guys I've been studying on myself, are from the golden era of, I'll say, bodybuilding. Men like Lee Haney, Mike Mintz, Tom Platz, Arnold Schwarzenegger, of course, Franco Columbu, and a whole bunch of other more like Jay Cutler, and I believe even Dorian Yates. And I already know, guys, I already gonna hear them in the comments like, oh, these guys on the roids, these guys are bodybuilders. Yes, it's true, but we cannot take the fact of the workout tips and the way these guys develop themselves aesthetically. Because at the end of the day, it don't matter how much roids you take, you will not have these physiques regardless of the roids. So it's not about the roids, it's all about working hard and the techniques, consistency, and dedication to greatness. So going back to my schedule, it's still the same consistency as in upper body, lower body, but what I've been doing lately this time around on my next 30-day challenge, which I'm putting you guys on right now.
Nice.
Will be more about progressive overloading. When I first started, like I said, I have some experience lifting weights already, but I didn't want to push myself too hard to slowly build up the muscle properly without even like causing too much strain on the muscles. So when I first started, you know, I was doing 135, 185, like benching, squatting, deadlifts, of course. Not bent over rows yet, but my max on bent over rows at 155. But basically, this time around, I'll be pushing myself with more progressive overloading. So progressive overload means that you're putting yourself on a workload that you know you're capable of handling, but slowly each rep, each set, each set, you're increasing the weight. For example, if I'm a guy, I can hit 135, right? I can do 3 sets of 10. I feel comfortable with that. With progressive overload, your first set, you'll start off 135. Your next set, increase it by 5 or 10 pounds. Make sure you can easily rep it. Not easily rep it, but you have control, you know, a part of the eccentric and concentric motions. And each set, you just keep going up and up. So I'm trying to increase my PRs. Just a couple days ago, like I said, I should record it for you guys, but I will in the future. My new PR right now, benching's at 205. Like I said, when I first started 30 days ago, I was at 135. Probably like the first weeks, y'all warm up with it, but eventually over time, like some days I'll just start off 165. Second set, 175. Third set, 185. Last set, 195, right? Keep building that consistency. It comes to a point where, you know, I'm like, you know what, let me see what I got in the tank. So you never know what you have until you push yourself to the limit, but want to push yourself safely, you know. I always emphasize safety over everything. Be precautionate, especially if you're working out by yourself, if you have no spotters. So yeah, man, because getting a major injury could set you back weeks, maybe even months, depending on severity of the injury. So yes, with progressive overloading, do take your time, but don't stress yourself too much. Like if you know you can't hit 185, bro, or squat it, don't think you just come out the gate here 185. No, take your time building it, man. Rome wasn't built in one day. So like I said last time, what's the difference from this workout plan from the next 30 days? Like I already mentioned before, the progressive overloading, of course, boom. But also, like the men I was talking about earlier, from Lee Haney, Arnold, I learned a technique where they call like a push or pull. Basically, start off with a benching or any exercise that requires a pushing like motion, pushing away, and then from the pushing motion you switch it off to something that's pulling. So for example, what you kind of see that I showed you guys earlier, you can start off with benching, then eventually you change it to like a bicep curl or a hammer curl, then you go back to maybe like a chest press, you feel me? So basically the whole reason behind those things is the science behind it. You start off with the compound exercise, you know, for example, when you're benching, right, you're working out your chest, your shoulder, back, maybe your tricep, bicep, depending on which muscle group is the strongest one. But by doing a isolation workout or a pull workout, as I was mentioning before, like a bicep curl, right? You already got your blood pumping, doing upper body, you kind of warm up the muscles. But then you confuse the muscles by doing an isolation workout. You get what I'm saying? So first you start off with the compound, then you switch off to isolation. So the blood is already rushing, flowing through, and by doing an isolation workout, it'll cause more of a pump, basically more contractions. At the end of the day, that's what builds muscle. The contractions of the muscle, the tension over time, and being in control with the motion, right? You want to have full control of range, whether it's going up, down, pulling, pushing, and all that. So these are one of the things I'll be focused on more while I'm like exercising, to build more of a muscle line connection, but as well to develop better results. And for my legs, I will be keeping it the same from the workouts that I showed you guys, but also I will apply on some days some plyometrics, to build that stability, mobility, and also agility, right? That's my desire, my goal. I don't just want to look blocky, strong, but also I'm athletic with it. I'm able to have locomotion, flexibility, mobility. So on some lower body days, I will be implementing some plyometrics, such as box jumps, some lunges, duck walks, sprints, definitely some sprints. Yeah, so things like that I feel like will give me more results and develop my muscle faster, as well as helping me shed the pounds. So, I will be documenting that, and hopefully next 30 months, I said 30 months, 30 days, we'll see the results of that glory, right? That being said, I want to give a big shout out to the community, the likes and subscriptions. It really means a lot, keeps me motivated, keeps me focused, let me know that you guys are being inspired as well, but also for myself as well. So it's family. So to my fellow warriors out there, stay strong, stay committed. And remember what Bruce Lee said.
Like everyone else, you want to learn the way to win, but never to accept the way to lose. To accept defeat, to learn to die is to be liberated from it. So when tomorrow comes, you must free your ambitious mind and learn the art of dying.